Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to look at this Photontek controller for their LED lights. I'll just give you a little close-up of this. As you can see, it'll work on all their lights, 465, 600, and 1000 watt. It has a couple different features. It does a sunrise, sunset. You can control multiple of the same light on two different zones. So it's very versatile. It's got an overheat protection. So it's got sensors that you put in the room, and if it reaches a set point, it will dim your lights. It's got a 3-year warranty. And it's an amazing product here. So we'll get it opened up and take a look. Alright, so once you open it up, you get the nice user manual there. This thing is rather thick, nice. They have really good packaging. It's a really good company. Their lights have a 5-year warranty. The controller has a 3-year warranty. I didn't mention it before. You can actually hook up to 100 lights to this controller, 50 per zone, but they have to be the same light pretty much. So for instance, you could put 50 1000 watts on one zone and 50 600 watts on another zone, say for veg or flower, different rooms. They also have a few other lights, smaller, for you could use for propagation rooms, things like that. 200 watt and a 300 watt. They've got some really nice products out there. So when you dig into this, obviously you've got the nice hefty controller. You've got, looks like, your power cord. There's going to be 2 sensors in here. This is going to be your lighting, for your lighting. This is going to be a sensor. You're going to hang the sensor in the room. Let's see here. Additional lighting controller for the second zone. And an additional thermostat for the additional zone. So the controller here matches the light, the red finish. Really nice products here. Looks like they give you some mounting hardware, a couple screws, couple plastic plugs. This thing's really nice. It's got the lights, obviously, that are going to come on if you got alarms going off, that kind of thing. So we'll get it installed up in the room and see how it goes. I'll be hooking this to 2 1000 watts on one zone. Eventually I'll probably end up getting at least one 300 watt light from them for my mother dash prop tent. So yeah, we'll get it hooked up and see what it can do. Alright, here we are. We got the Photontek controller all hooked up. You can see I'm using both channels. 2 1000 watt lights hooked to the controller, one on each channel. Both thermostats in use. Because I have the lights so far away from each other, it'll dim each light separately. So I wanted to show you guys how to use this. So you can push the OK. It's going to bring up your zone and your system settings. We'll go ahead and go into zone A. You can see it's set to 1000 watt light. It's got 20% dim right now is what I'm set to. Sunrise, sunset mode, 30 minutes, 91 degrees. It's going to dim the fixture. It's going to stop the fixture at 104. Delay 20 minutes. That's going to be once it dims, I believe, for 20 minutes. Now here's where you get into it. this is your times. So it's gonna be like this, 6 a.m. it's gonna kick on. If I turn that on at 20%, I can change that time. And then, so I could do a simple, there's 6 settings. I could do a simple one, and I could do, let's say we want to come on at 6 a.m. and then go off at midnight. So 18 hours on, right? At 20%. So I would just click both of those and mark them. So that one on. Now it's going to come on at 6 a.m. It's going to go off at midnight, okay? And then I would want to uncheck this one here. Okay, so that's using 2 of the settings. Now I could change it, and I could make it, oh, messed up there. I could make it to where it increases the light progressively throughout the day and reaches a peak around noon or so, and then dims back down to mimic the sun, which is what I thought was really cool about this 6 settings. But most people are just going to use those 2. Okay, so if I don't touch it for a minute, that's kind of why I've been moving a little quicker. If I don't touch it, it'll go back to the home screen. I can push that OK again, and I can go over to Zone B, and I can set those same parameters. You can see 1,000 watts, same settings, 0-minute delay. So let's change that to 20 minutes, like the other one. Then we'll go back to the next, and you can see here, it's on a little different setting, isn't it? So we'll do 6 a.m. on, and we'll lower this down. This controller only goes down to 20%. That's the minimum you can do. So you got your 6 settings, same way. Turn that one off. Okay, and this is set. Then let's go into system settings. I'll show you guys what we got in there. Okay, system settings. Now you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. You can set your power percentage of the light when it's just on, right, as opposed to using the settings. Hours, whether you want it to be like a 12-hour or 24-hour schedule, the current time, and the date, okay? Because obviously it's going to need that time to dial in your light cycle. 24 hours is just going to be whether it switches to 1 p.m. and a.m. or just goes to the 24. I like the 24, that way I know personal preference. But that's the Lighting Tech, or Photontek lighting controller, guys. I wanted to give you guys kind of a breakdown of how to program this thing. So I know it can get difficult, but there's a lot you can do. Don't let it intimidate you. Just play with it a little bit and you'll get it. The only thing is make sure your fixture is unplugged when you hook it up, and then plug in your fixture. They say in the instructions not to plug it in while the light's on. So that's really the only thing. Other than that, you can play around with it, set it for a 5-minute delay and see if it kicks on or off or whatever you're trying to do. And yeah, it's a great controller. A whole bunch of lights can hook to this thing on your 2 different channels, 100 lights, 50 on each. So it's awesome, man. I love it. Appreciate you guys watching. I just wanted to give you that breakdown of the use of the controller. So don't forget to like and subscribe and smack that like button. Ghost Grows out.